Hey, what is up, Wolfpack? Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out all the way back in 2012, and recently I returned to it here in 2023 to check up on it and see how it was doing here on the PlayStation 3. So the first thing I should probably note is whether you want to play zombies or multiplayer, if you have a PS3 account where you changed your username in the past few years, or maybe even if it's newer, I'm not sure if those ones apply as well, but your game will freeze every time you switch to zombies or multiplayer. So what you have to do is sign out of your account, make sure you're signed out, and then you go to zombies or multiplayer, whatever you want to play, and then you have to go to LAN party, create a LAN match, and start the match, and wait till you spawn in, whether that's zombies or multiplayer once again, and as soon as you spawn in, you can end the game, and then go to play online now, and then you can sign in from there, and it will finally allow you to play online without your game crashing. Now, unfortunately, you have to do this every time you restart your game, or if you switch from multiplayer to zombies or vice versa, you do have to sign out of your online, otherwise the game will freeze because there's issues with the name change and stuff like that. However, on the bright side, it does save your stats as you play, so my Prestige Master still remains to this day on my account, despite me changing my username a few years ago. So that is a negative and a positive about this game, but there are other games as well that just save your stats and work just fine without freezing and crashing like this. But I know Black Ops 2 is a fan favorite, so let's see how it's doing in multiplayer. For the game modes I was able to play Team Deathmatch, and there was some matches of free-for-all going on, so you could play free-for-all as well. Unfortunately, that was it. There was nothing else, unlike some of the other COD games we covered where there was other game modes, surprisingly. I will say for Black Ops 2, there was also Hardcore Team Deathmatch. There was occasionally lobbies of Hardcore Team Deathmatch going on as well, so that is pretty unique, I think. There's a decent amount of players on. There's usually, typically always around at least 200 people, but I'm not sure if that count is players overall, zombies and multiplayer, because later on in the nights I usually wasn't able to find matches in multiplayer. However, when you do search for matches, a very sad thing about it, despite its player count here on Black Ops 2 being relatively significant, I'd say that every time you search for a multiplayer match of Black Ops 2 here in 2023 on the PS3, you are flipping a coin. Heads or tails, is it going to be a modded lobby? I'd say that's your odds for the most part. Maybe some days on the weekends it could be like 1/3 likelihood that you end up in a modded lobby, but typically for the most part you're flipping a coin every time you search for a match. But since there is usually many lobbies going on, you can't just back out and find a new one. I do have some footage of modders where a lot of them just use the FAL and just shoot into the air and get kills. How could you even have fun this way, in all honesty? What's the point? Another negative to Black Ops 2 here in 2023 on the PS3 is that it's still using the score streak system, right? Which is still a revolutionary system for its time. However, here in 2023, the only thing left is kill-based game modes, and they never accounted for kill-based modes, particularly in their score streak system. It was always centered around objective modes. So now you're going to have to go on crazy high kill streaks in TDM or free-for-all in order to actually get the kill streaks that you want that otherwise normally would not nearly take as long if you're playing something like Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, or Domination. So that is really a downside, so you're not going to be able to earn any high tier streaks usually. Now, what were the players like? Well, there was a decent amount of casual players. I'm sure on the weekends as well, where there's the most active players, you're going to be able to find a lot more casual players. But for the most part that I played, there was mainly decent players and some good players as well. Overall, in terms of multiplayer, I had a much more enjoyable experience on most of the other Call of Duty games we covered recently. Even though I love Black Ops 2 here, it was not the most enjoyable experience here in 2023 for me personally. But it was still fun to check out the multiplayer and use the weapons and the maps once more, so that is a positive there. Now, switching over to zombies, I don't have the DLC installed because you're not going to be able to find a match of multiplayer if you do have the DLC installed. However, there was a lot of people playing Transit at all times, pretty much. You could find a Transit match even later in the night. There might be less lobbies going on, might take a little longer to search and find one, but there was usually, I'd say, an average of maybe 20 or so people playing Transit. Also, there was about double that at the high points playing Town Survival. And of course, if you want to play other stuff in zombies, I'm sure you can make friends in the zombies mode or even in the multiplayer and bring them to the other stuff. I won't mention the player count and the quality of matches I mentioned in this video is relevant to your region, and I am on the West Coast US. as a heads up. But nonetheless, guys, this is our look at Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the PS3 here in 2023. I'd say it's playable. Zombies is definitely playable. Multiplayer is a little bit less playable, but still playable nonetheless if you really want to play it. But I think there are better Call of Duty games out there that are playable in the modern day, such as ones we've already covered here this year. Now, guys, should I move on to do Call of Duty Ghosts? Should I check out how Call of Duty Ghosts is doing here in 2023? If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys want to see other PS3 games in the future, such as us going to the Battlefield series perhaps, and seeing how they're doing in the modern day, then be sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.